Engine and transmission's all back. Apparently it's a full rebuild. Well, we can find out more if it actually works and runs. About to pick it up. 6.0 V8. Alrighty. I don't get to use this engine picker very often. Alright. Yeah, we'll see what we're gonna do with this engine. There's a pretty lady. So kind of between two things, but we're probably gonna go what will be a surprise to everyone. We're gonna probably go with an Isuzu turbo diesel. They call it the 4HK. It's a 5.2 liter 4-cylinder turbo diesel. Yeah, we'll just see how it goes. If the mechanics can make that engine fit with that transmission. Oh, there she is. We're looking at this engine. It's actually been fully rebuilt. If you look on either side, these are all still shiny. I mean, no oil in it, nothing. But when we bought the boat, nothing was plugged in. So the engine actually could be really good. All the running requires stuff to make it work as a Nautique. It's not functioning together. Unless we do like a standalone, very manual system, which is probably the route we're gonna go. Diesel, Isuzu 4HK. And then make it all fit with the transmission, so everything's still located in the same place, and then they just make engine mounting brackets and whatnot to get it all working, plumb it up. It's gonna be a big job, but we'll figure it out, right? We gonna figure it out? Yeah, we're gonna figure it out. This may seem goofy to many, but look how cool those mud flaps are. Keeping the G clean if we hit any puddles or dirtiness. Looks pretty epic. Yeah, he was here.
What's up?
Big job, right, Stelvin?
The biggest, the best, the baddest.
It's gonna be that soon. Let's go, right?
Let's go!
Alrighty. G23 update. Since everything's gonna be new and installed, literally removed all the old hoses, wiring harness, pretty much anything that we don't need. Anything running to all the lights, old stereo, etc., etc. It's all out. Everything's gonna be brand new. We even went ahead and pulled out all the ballast pumps, tested them without moving water, they'll spin, but I'll test it again, make sure it's moving, pumping water. But if those work, saving some money there. But yeah, it's pretty gutted out. Need a bit of a cleaning. Yep, it's a bit dirty. Gonna get it all clean. Leaving some stuff so it's easy to see where after the ballast, where they go to fill the bags. Those hoses are probably fine. For the engine cooling pickup, we're leaving it like this so the mechanics know where it's going to next. But it's pretty well set. Yeah, pretty cool. She's a mess. Get it all cleaned out tomorrow. Yeah, I got the floor panels and stuff on the floor, engine cover. As you can see, the pile has gotten bigger, much bigger. Wires everywhere, hoses everywhere. Still a mess, still not completely done. I'm just trying to clean up everything in this engine compartment so it is good for the engine installers. I don't want stuff left in here that we're not going to use once the engine's in this space. So there's a lot going on. Main thing was just pulling out the ballast bags, test them and see how they are. Yeah, removed all the ballast. There's nothing in there. Zip tied the 3 actuators for the center trim tab and the weight NSS, the surf gates or whatever you call them. It's still a bit of a mess. Gonna clean it all up. Pretty much only keep what we need for the engine installation. Finding out more and more rubbish. Just cleaning out everything. Just trying to get this bare to the bone for the engine. The front, on the other hand, is difficult to take out. So what was funny is these covers were actually tucked underneath the bags because I was like, we didn't get them. I don't know where they were. So they're both under the bags. They somehow fell through, but they were unbolted. But fortunately found those. Taking out all the sensors and keeping them, obviously. But yeah, I can remove it all. Then clean it up as good as possible. Slowly but surely. We're getting there. And to get to the front bag, to this fill hose, we want to look anyway, so we're going to pull the fuel tank out and then crawl in there and take the bag out and look at whatever could possibly in there. I wouldn't be surprised there's more garbage, but since we're already here, might as well get it done. Progress is progress. Might look like a mess now, but wait till it's all cleaned up. It's going to be much easier. Because this boat, a little bit weird. I'm not sure because none of it worked when I purchased it. But they had carpets around the bags. I think that was mainly to protect the bags from tearing. But also I believe all the bags were just full all the time. And with the bags full all the time, since it was used at a wake school, it was all right. But as I'm on the lake, this will be also a cruiser. And cruising up the lake far distance, you don't want to have full ballast. So we got to be able to empty them and fill them whenever we need to. And oh, these are the covers that go in the bow I was talking about earlier. Actually, they're still in good condition. All the non-skid doesn't even have scratches on it. Everything will clean right up. Guess we can walk around the boat. Let's go around this way this time. Oh, and the ballast pumps. So it's 3 big ballasts, 2 in the rear and 1 in the front. And but yeah, we're gonna test these, make sure they work. They spun, but I want to make sure they pump water. And then if they work, then we save money. But yeah, just real cool. But yeah, let's not trip on stuff. She's sure cool. Yeah, step by step. Big project. It's not rocket science, but got to get it perfect. Make it awesome. Alrighty, there's the G, and there's the fuel tank. And that was a bit of a pain to get out, but she's out now, mainly because we had to get to the front ballast tank, and to reach the front ballast tank where they had it all plumbed up, it was we had to get the tank out. But in a way, it was the last spot that we needed to clean out on the boat anyway, so as you can see, it's pretty dirty and grimy. Gonna get everything cleaned up, and next, right here, let's go have a look. Stuff everywhere. Hoses, bags, wiring, blower that might work, I'm not sure. Check that. Yeah, a bit messy. Let's go wide angle. Yep, ignore the mess. Yeah, garbage, debris, check it out. Yeah, there's plenty of garbage in there. We're gonna do an entire new one, a whole new ballast system, but clean everything up first before we start plumbing up all the new hoses and the new pumps. Yeah, she's dirty, even though we got her clean, spotless. This was just what was hiding beneath the tank. Yeah, so these are for the ballast pumps, and engine cooling, depth sounder or depth gauge. Yeah, there's a lot of cool little features as we disassemble it. Slowly but surely. Mila, what do you think, huh? What do you think? Got the G out in the daylight. Been working on it so much, she hasn't come out and got any sun. Man, does that trailer look cool. What do you think, Anna? You like it?
Yeah, very nice.
Betty likes it too, I think. Don't miss out on Lake Fest this year. Man, it's such a beast. Look at them tires. Looks so good. Step by step, getting her done. All right, let's not trip over stuff. We'll go wide angle here. Very cool. Look at that. It's one cool boat. One cool unit. Yoo-yoo! What is it, girls? What is it? What is it? What is it? Way too cool. Everyone should see the sheer size. Look at that. So big. So big. So cool. It looks nice in the sunlight. Can't wait to get in the water. That day will be very, very exciting. Especially when everything works. We'll go stand in the back. Can you see me?
Yep.
Don't fall, right? She's so cool. One day it's gonna work. Just one day. Tomorrow's big cleaning day on the boat. That's why I'm wearing shoes. It's absolutely disgusting in there. Yeah. Help from our awesome maids today. Last final cleaning. It's gonna be spotless after this. Nothing left in this boat. Everything's out. Everything's getting cleaned. Got the drain bung out. A lot of debris and dust and garbage. Hosing down, scrubbing her down. Slowly but surely. Alrighty, just in the process of cleaning everything up. Gotta represent. Yeah, just a full-on wash. Someone's trying to sell something out the gate. Steam rice buns. Anyways, yeah, just giving her the last final wash, getting any dust and grime in the boat. You can see it's quite mucky. Since the boat's died and neglected, it's just been left open, uncovered, I think under a tree for a while, and then it was just in an open yard in the sun, so rain and everything just going in. Garbage, tools, loose screws, bolts, you name it. Most of the paneling carpet we'll probably keep. That looks good. And places where it's just hanging down, we can just re-glue all that back. But yeah, you can see it's everywhere. Very well done. Probably put more sea decking here, just so it matches But yeah, once it's all done, this will all be sea deck. Slowly just figuring it out. Some of the carpet's falling apart, as you can see back in here. Let's climb to the back. Get another view. Don't sleep, slip it. But yeah, she's coming along, cleaning up nicely. Got a great team here at Thousand Palms Boat Club. Got our boat detailers. The ladies are killing it, doing an awesome job. Yeah, where we go from here next is Ballast, because we want to install and plumb up all the tanks, see all the compartments, put all the drains in, install the bilges, and lay out the ballast pumps before it gets to have the engine put in. That way we have all the room to work with. We even have the fuel tank out because we need to plumb up to the drains there for the ballast tanks. But yeah, just one step at a time. So ideally we got the ballast, and then boat goes to meet the engine, where the engine will have custom motor mounts put in. It will get adapted to the existing transmission, and we'll work from there. We've ordered new seal kits for the shaft and the rudder, because those are always known to leak. Might as well get all those new parts in while it's very accessible. But yeah, step by step, and try to get it all right from the get-go. G23. So made these stickers for fun. Wife of Frankenstein, because this is a full custom build. There's not much stock, especially the power plant we're going to put in this boat. See the Nautique logo? That's brand new, just stuck that on. It's more of a, I think, an early 2000s era logo, more so found on their ski boats, and then when the wakeboard boats kind of became into play, they were called, I think, Air Nautiques. And then what morphed into now, which these are actually called Super Air Nautiques. There's just too much going on. Just keep it clean. Nautique's good. Keep the boat looking clean, white, black logos. And same, this will go on the stern right here. Just Nautique. And what we designed these for, mirror images, Wife of Frankenstein, is because, you know, boats are females. You know, there she goes, kind of vibe. But yeah, so Wife of Frankenstein, and then we're calling this boat Frankie's Gal. The G can be a play on designing, could be like Frankie's G23, or, but yeah, we're gonna name this boat Frankie's Gal. And then all these 2-inch circular stickers, why we have them mirrored is because we're gonna just go ahead, just a cheap way to close off all these LED light holes. Because during that time, this is what they look like. These little stainless with plastic light outlets. Just horrid white. Nothing pleasant about having them turn on at night. Rarely will ever use this boat at night, but just gonna close all them up, and we're gonna, in the interior, we will do more so indirect lighting. Probably red or something that doesn't ruin your night vision. But yeah, these are gonna close up all those ports, so I don't have to send the boat off to fiberglass and gel coat to get, I don't know how many holes there are, but there's a lot where these lights are. And these look kind of cool, just kind of a logo of what we ran on with the theme of the boat. Alrighty, slowly but surely. I know the color is a little off, but it's still pretty cool. Not too picky. Nautique turned out all right. Check it out. Now I'm gonna put more stickers on it inside the boat, and we'll see how that goes. Up by the bow now. It's 2 more, and clean up with some brake cleaner and stick some more on. I think that's about it for up here. Then everything else is inside. Yeah, just nice and simple. Once you zoom out, you can't really see the contrast difference so much, but it looks better than those light holes. Let's go look at the boat, yeah? So today I got 2 guys helping me out with the G23. Oh, quick rundown. Tower's down. We got some tidying up and cleaning up on wiring and stuff we don't need. Already installed kind of stealthy nav lights. Just keep it small. Don't want anything horrid like that, or the big chrome lights. Another one on this side. NSS came out. We'll clean up the plates a little bit. But yeah, it works. Look at that. What a unit. Okay, สุดแล้วครับ Trying to figure out all the wiring. Is this gonna be a Frankenstein build? Okay, เอาขึ้นลองดู
เอาพี่ชายลองขึ้น
ว้าขึ้นโอเคเสร็จละสุดยอดเลยได้ครับ
ลง
นานๆทีได้ใช้ So steering system everything works. Center trim also works. สุดครับ Yeah, so both sides all works. We're just gonna clean it all up. Right, Mila? We're going with the diesel. Right? We're going with the diesel. Yeah. Right, Missy? We're gonna go with the diesel. Pulled up off a bunch of stuff. We're gonna get powder coated. This is the mirror. It's just, everything just needs powder coating. You know, it's an old boat. You got the access plate where the driver goes. So like this is gonna be gloss black. This will be white to match the gel coat. Engine compartment vents. These are gonna be gloss black. Board racks will also just go with gloss black. And since we got a diesel, there will probably be some smog back there. So we're trying to make everything on the back of the boat black. Needs some Bondo work. There's these dimples where the old sticker, the NSS sticker was, which is a Nautique surf system. These are just actuator covers just to clean and tidy it all up. Yeah, let's go check it out. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Got the guys helping me back here. So, you can see without the covers, all this algae growth, dead algae growth. So these covers will be black. Moving that next, that will also get powder coated black. Then everything else we're just gonna wrap. Even up along here, following this whole line is all gonna be black. And whenever they're done with the boat, we're gonna make this, send this off the gel coat and get it all gloss black too. So it'll be kind of like this Mastercraft you see here. But yeah, that way if you get any diesel soot or smog, you know, idle or whatever, because it will happen. I mean, even a gas engine, you get minor smog coming out the exhaust, staining any kind of whiteness of the boat. I mean, here, we'll go over here for an example. You can kind of see all this sooty kind of darkness from the exhaust. Yep. You can clean it up, but if it's black, you won't really notice it so much. But yeah, gonna mounting a bunch of stern lights. We'll come back and look at that in a second, but a lot of red and blue to give it purple. It's gonna look good. Purple lighting. Oh, and the stern decals are all on. Might have been on another video already, but looking pretty clean. Looking good. Parts are back from powder coating. Since we're going with the diesel, we want as much black as possible. It's kind of got glitter flake in the black. Looks real cool in the light. But yeah, and then any remaining spots will just be wrapped up. And then the platform, I'm gonna have it redone gel coat as black. It'll be like the boat beside, because all the diesel smog on load will eventually just make this look kind of dirty. But if it's all black on the back, it'll be looking pretty good. And yes, lots of lights. Lots of underwater lights. And we just got our delivery from Nautique, so brand new. Gonna clean this up and make it look just as good as that, as well as that. And the tracking fin way down there, I'll show you that in a minute. Got a new one of those. But yeah, just slowly but surely. Got a bunch of wire reinforced hose. This will be for all the bilge pumps, putting 4 in this boat. A ton of 1-inch check valves, water outlets, ballast vents, water pickups, and since we're doing this diesel truck engine, we got engine cooling outlet that's going to be going out the exhaust and the side just for visual to know if the engine's got cooling running through it. And the second one, which will be near it, is going to be for intercooler, fuel return cooler, and the oil cooler. I think that's about it. They're going to be on separate pump lines. Alrighty, moving forward with the ballast. So if I use your imagination a little bit, got the engine mounts. There's 4 engine mounts, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is where the transmission mounts to. So you got the V drive hanging around here, and we have an access hatch where you can service and do stuff to your transmission. So ballast tanks. Both sides have a drain hole. Well, 2. We're going to use these cool fittings and epoxy the crap out of it so it doesn't leak. Doing that to both sides. Yep. And then we will run hoses that will come out of those to fit this contraption. They're only 1-inch outlets. So we only got 1-inch hose. But anyways, 2 1-inch out to 1.5 inches. So gravity fed draining. That's gonna sit somewhere around there. And it's gonna run by PVC, and these are gonna be somewhere around here. I'm gonna measure, make sure it's not in the way of the transmission. And we'll have 2 bilge pumps. So there'll be one on this side too, working like that. So ballast will drain straight into the hole. I mean, the weight of the water is already in the boat, so we're draining the water in the boat. We got 2 bilge pumps here, 1,200 gallon per hour, and then we will have 2 bilge pumps here, because we need bilge pumps anyways. There's going to be 1 here and 1 there, but we're doing double bilge pumps and draining the water that way. So it's 3 less drain pumps and just a much simpler system, less wiring, less switches on the dash. And here we just took the access port, and we got 2 of these that are going to come out the 2 lower holes. And we will have, depending on the clearance, either 2 hoses and 2 1-inch valves, or going into this, we're gonna have to check everything with the fuel tank and how much room we have. But this is gonna, forward tank will drain out this way, also gravity fed. So that's a front ballast tank. The 2 holes there are drains. Yep. Oh, fiberglass, pretty cool. Making it all work. Another thing we ran into, headache-wise, you can see some of these top parts are gapped. So I guess this boat was made for ballast tanks, but these hard tanks, we're gonna go ahead and silicone all the potential spots on top where the fiberglass is sitting on top of the tub, and especially like over here. So I'm gonna make a cover for this tank with proper drains. Here's an access port. Still got to figure out how much room we have to work with underneath with for drainage. But if not, we're just gonna make a bigger access port here, because this is not very deep. It's like maybe a foot down you can reach. I mean, probably put 2 1-inch ball valves, or we can run a pipe. Then we have a bowl valve. It's a small there subfloor hatch along with everything else. So then you can see here, so this is the ballast looking in. Water's still able to run into here and then drain into the hole. So this is the only hole. We're gonna have to put up a plate. We're just gonna use this PVC board, bolt it, silicone it, and this is where the subwoofer belong. We're just gonna cover this up, silicone, bolt it down, and most likely I want 2 12s in here anyways, 2 12-inch subs. So we'll just build a new box that is incorporated into this space, because it's actually a lot of space. I mean, I'm in here and I got room. But yeah, it's, things coming along. Just figuring it out and getting it done right. Bit of a follow-up from yesterday. Just finished climbing in there, tightening the rest of the fittings. Bam. So we going step by step. One thing is getting these in. You can see they're all cinched on tight and good. We have not tested it with water yet, but that's coming soon. Just gonna give the epoxy Play-Doh stuff, another day to cure. The copy, this is like some kind of foam composite board. It's really light, feels kind of like plywood. But yeah, so we got more of this stuff. It's the same stuff that's in the boat. We're missing 2 of that. So we're gonna cut 2 more of these rectangles to cover the back ballast tanks, and then we're gonna cut a circular one that's gonna cover the front ballast tank. This is the guard for the subwoofer that came in the boat, but that's gonna be the new cover going there. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. Figuring it out. Parts everywhere. There's our mascot, Frankie's gal, wife of Frankenstein. Literally, it's what this boat's gonna be. What is it, girls? What is it? What is it? So, got the small guys helping me out because they can actually climb in these ballast tanks and silicone them. So, you can see here, plumbing up first set of drains. Probably see right in there. Yep, all clamped on. Goes, so they're both 1 inch. Then they Y in together to 1.5 inch. Then it's gonna get all mounted to the side here with epoxy, just like the engine mounts are done. And you got a big ball valve that drains the rear tanks. And we're just going through silicone like nothing because, so look over here. So you got this one done. You got ballast tanks. Very good fiberglass ballast tanks. And if you look up at these corners, they weren't sealed because these had bladders. But we siliconed the whole top so it won't leak. Clean on that stuff out, I mean, and slowly but surely making progress every day. All right, so showing off. So this is where the subwoofer used to be. And yeah, just used some PVC board. This is left over from a big kicker or a rail we had for wakeboarding. Yeah, just chopped it up and bolted it all down. And then we're gonna put a nice round piece here to just enclose it. And now, we'll go over the other side. Just once you assemble the seats and upholstery, you won't be able to see it, but it's the same thing. So we have an opening there. So to cut this open, no one will see it. We're just gonna put another flat piece and bolt it down. Silicone it. That way these are hard tanks. Better than having those rubber ballast tanks. The rubber ballast tanks were falling apart anyways. All the fittings were no longer with the bag, and nor would they hold water. And yeah, so plumbing up drainage. So as you can see here, got 2 outlets all sealed up. They all come out to a fitting, and then goes the hose. These all run into a Y, all clamped down with epoxy, and yeah, just ball valves. Dumps in the hole. We'll have 2 bilge pumps here, 2 bilge pumps there. The weight's already in a boat, so this is not an issue. Just saves us from having to put in a drain pump. And as you can see, one more on the other side. Same thing, just drains into the boat. Easy. Yep, because there'll be a transmission service hatch here. Open that and reach down, and you can open and close both of these valves. No problem. In here, it's not done yet, but you can see we've closed it all off. So it's many different layers that we're doing. Let's see. So you can see we put in this plastic PVC board, bolted it down, silicone, and now we have this hose coming, which is going to run underneath the fuel tank. And here is gonna be a hatch where you normally can just get into the boat and undo the drain valve when you're on trailer. I'll cut this shorter later, but it'll just be strapped here somewhere. When you want to drain, you just empty it into the hole. Easy. A few more cool parts. We got the electronic throttle from Nautique, brand new, not cheap either. So needed one of these. Boat didn't come with a shift knob, so we got a brand new one. It's gonna look nice, and a neutral switch. So we'll get to program and wire everything to work with the new engine. Gonna be fun. Here's the other part. They're gonna sand down a little bit because it's like a cast part, so I'm gonna get it this shiny, and we're thinking about clear coating it just so it's just pretty. And this will be the test piece, and if it's all good, we will do the same with the part that held the drive shaft going to the propeller and the rudder that you saw earlier. A few more parts in this box. So this is for the rudder assembly, gonna be all new. The other one's a little bit wore out, and this is, I believe, for the drive shaft going down. Pretty cool. And these are the wear sleeves or whatever that the drive shaft fits through. And whatever these bolts are for, I'm unsure. We'll figure it out. How much nicer that looks brushed. Wow. We can clear coat it, so it's gonna look really good. Won't turn and get oxidized so quickly. Time to bolt it on the G. Alrighty. Let's check it out. Wow, looking great. A little bit dark in there, but she's installed. And installed. Even put silicone on it and washers. Looking good. Another thing we have to fix or correct is these valves for dumping the back ballast, for emptying the back ballast. There's a compartment hatch here you can open to service the transmission, but as I noticed, it's also elevated higher than the floor, and it's really crammed tight, so you'd have to reach pretty much shoulder depth to open these. So I'm gonna cut this, put a straight extension, and have the valves be here, because here is a big hatch. This is where you have accessibility to your drain plug and all your other valves and bilge pump, etc. So both of these will get extended another additional 40 centimeters, I think. It's like just over a foot, and you'll be here with the front ballast empty, all in the same area. There's a through hole here where there'll be two bilge pumps here, as well as two bilge pumps here that will pump water out of the boat. The weight's already in the boat. You have two separate systems with two bilge pumps. It's gonna pump it all out just to make it simpler without having to put in drain pumps. Just trying to keep it all simple. Yep, slowly making progress. Oh, and that is a brand new G23. Just came out yesterday, full cleaning, letting it air out before we throw the cover on. Beautiful boat. We've insulated the stern cooler compartment, and we still have a bunch more to do the center floor, subfloor cooler. So that'll be insulated too. Just slowly organizing stuff. So there's some panels, dash. What's wrapped in bubble wrap is the engine vents in the back here. Those are powder coated black. So just kind of going with like black and white theme. Upholstery, not 100% yet, but just stay tuned for that. And yeah, once it doesn't leak any water, we'll close up where the subwoofer was, and we'll probably build a custom box. There potentially could even have 3 subs, so because there's a lot of room here. You can put a big box here and there, have total 3 subs in the boat if we wanted to, without interfering with too much storage space. Martin, first time seeing mine and Robert's G23 in person. It's big, right? Here, dude, stand up here and look over the front. You'll see it's pretty empty. No engine, nothing.
Empty it is. Can I go in?
Yeah, can go in.
Did Robert see it?
No. We tried to get it done when he was here last trip, But yeah, so we've just been working on all the ballast draining. That's what these pipes are. And cleaning up everything. And next thing we're doing is the fill. So the water goes into the tanks.
Yeah.
So these are actually the tanks with the covers off. That's actually where you fill all the water to make the boat heavy, to make the big wake. Yeah. And then there's a tank in the front too. That's where that hose comes from.
Yeah. Like all electrical parts, yeah, it's all separate.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of stuff's just kind of scattered, and then
Like the screen, does it work?
no, we're gonna go with a different setup.
Okay.
It'll be a standalone. It'll look kind of like my boat or Dexter's,
Yeah.
all more manual,
Okay.
so you can troubleshoot it and work it easier. Trying to make it very simple to fix and troubleshoot. Behind the G. Alrighty, exciting moment. Got the forklift squeezed in here. And getting the LS2 loaded into the truck. Got the G23's transmission and a 6.0 engine. Pretty much an LS2 based engine. Yeah, let's go. Here we go. Wow, there we go. Okay, next day. Definitely feel the weight here. She's in there. And man, is that a heavy engine. Hey, look at the truck. It's squatting. Probably 400 kilo is my guess, including the transmission. But yeah, it'll be interesting. Stay tuned. And we got the G hiding over there. Loaded, strapped down, ready to go. Literally. I mean, this is a beautiful sight. Nothing like a good LS in the back of the truck. Can't wait for this thing to be cleaned up and in something new. But yeah, stay tuned till tomorrow. Yo! Right? Yo! Yo! Even better sight yet. Check it out. So, dropping off the engine and hitting the park after. Hey Dex, say something smart. So, we got the LS in the back and the transmission for the G23. So, let's see where we're going. Going somewhere special. On the road, we got about a 2.5 hour drive to the place where we gotta drop off the engine and the transmission. Here we are, brand new shop, the engine builder shop, and looks like he's already got some projects going on. Looks like a racing boat right there. Look at that, Anna. Pretty bright yellow. Jot อย่างนี้ดิให้ผมถอยเข้านู่นเลยเนาะให้ผมถอยเข้านั่นเนาะครับ He's got a cool new shop here. All right, let's go check it out. อันนี้เนาะใช่ไหม
ใช่ครับ
Here, Anna, look, it's the diesel. CHK ใช่ไหม
ใช่ครับ
Isuzu 4HK 5.2 liter, 4 cylinders, and 2 turbos. Let's see if we can see the turbos. เดี๋ยวแป๊บหนึ่งมาช่วยแกะก็ได้ There's one unit, there's the other.
เล่นเสร็จอยู่ในจะปีแล้วครับเนี่ย
Stuff.
เนี่ยหาเดี๋ยวหาอีกเจ้าหนึ่งเดี๋ยวจะไอ้ลูก
See?
ว่าที่
It's going in the G. It's gonna be more pretty. They're gonna remove a lot of stuff that's not required. And it'll be all cleaned up. Probably look a lot like the long-tail boat engine. So we'll see. Thenนะครับ Look at that. V8 to straight 4. The C bad đi. Alrighty, that's it. Everyone's got their work cut for them, or work set for them. It's gonna be a big, complicated project. That's that for this episode. We're gonna see if these tanks hold water. Hopefully they don't leak, so then we can close it all up, and then we're gonna work on the filling side of the ballast. So stay tuned.